Hey guys, what's going on? Going to go through today's two winning trades, one from David in IWM alerts and one from Phil in SPY ATM alerts. Now, got to listen carefully because I may mix these two up because they are kind of similar, IWM alerts and SPY ATM alerts. The landing pages even look similar as well. I'll link you guys to the landing pages below. So what I'm going to try and do to make this as clear as possible is I'm going to start with IWM alerts because this is a trade that comes out at 9:30, so right at market open, takes a few minutes to do. It's a very fast scalping trade. Some people love it, some people can't handle it and move on. That's just how things are. But basically David scalps this IWM options within the first 10 minutes. Actually, it's usually within the first 5 minutes these days. He's done really well for himself with this strategy. It's been phenomenal, and you can go and check it out in the landing page right here, and also join it right there. So definitely check it out. It's really good. There's a lot of people that absolutely swear by it, but it is an acquired taste, like all these things are really. So basically today we were looking at, this is the IWM alerts Discord. He put in his pre-market notes this stuff, which I don't pretend to understand, but apparently it's useful. This is how he trades. Maybe you guys understand it better than I do. I still have a hard time with this stuff. But basically, about 5 minutes before the market opened, he moves over to the voice channel, which is right here, the voice channel. And he gives a commentary starting 5 minutes before the market opens saying, hey, I'm looking at these 207 puts in my active trader. This is why, and talks about this stuff a little bit. And then when the market opens, he takes the trade and everybody follows him. So it varies a lot what prices people get and how they deal with the trade, but overall it's generally extremely successful. So let's look at the general chat today at the start. So if we go to this part right here, which is 8:31, so that's, remember that's I'm in Central Time, so that's 1 minute after market open. Zig price is already out, good stuff. And so I always like to show these, and I know it can be a bit tedious, but going through people's real testimonials can be helpful for you guys to see that people are really actually making money with this system, and not just me just showing some random trade or whatever. So I'll show these really quickly, and then we'll move on to the SPY ATM alerts, which was an amazing call again today as well. So anyway, this is IWM alerts, quick scalp on IWM options at market open. Some people use futures like this guy because you can use obviously RTY. And this guy did well on that. Wave Master 0.48 to 0.56. So you're talking what, 15% there? 10% would be 0.04. So yeah, it's a decent move. This is 10% for investing teacher in a few seconds. So this is really fast. You have to do it with bracket orders. It's explained in the Discord though. So if you're new to it, you can set up a Thinkorswim account and jump in. Look at this guy, got 0.38 to 0.54. That's a decent win. That's like 40% or something. That's really good. So you can see people making money here. This is nearly 20%. The contracts are cheap, so you can do this with a small account, which is really nice. It's only $47 per contract, up to 54. Text GFT missed it. Shoes entered earlier. Urban Organics got averaging in, got out, so he kind of messed that one up a little bit. So Salem 0.49 to 0.54. So you can see most people are winning. So Atlas is in at 0.5. He held it quite a while. It kept going. Mike got 0.49 to 0.58, and this happens every day, and I try and show these videos every single day while I'm available. I try and show these just to show you guys that people are posting their profits. And while they're posting this, David's still on voice chat talking about what, like, his exits and stuff, and also about what he's seeing in terms of like the actual trade mechanics and stuff, which is complex, but if you dedicate yourself to learning it, you can probably learn to do this stuff by yourself. You can see more profits here, 0.47 to 0.54. Might seem small, but it's actually quite a big percentage given how cheap the options are. Yeah, so that was kind of like the basics for IWM alert. So I'll leave a link to this page right here. Make sure you come and check it out, even if it's just for I think we've got a 3-month low cost 3-month setup here for you guys to come and check it out. And yeah, so let's look at SPY ATM, which is a completely different Discord. So I'm going to close this one. SPY ATM is a different Discord. It's actually getting a little confusing because it's in a Discord called this one right here, 0DTE SPX income spread. So you guys that follow the channel will know that I've also partnered with Phil and Lance to do these spreads. and they're phenomenal. But we recently introduced these SPY ATM alerts, which are buy-side alerts. They've proven to have an amazing track record over the last year and a half. You can see that on the landing page right here, 124% in 2024, 100% in just 5 months this year. I'll leave a link so you guys can go and read more about this, and also join at these currently the lowest prices we're going to offer, which has been a phenomenal success. We've had hundreds of people joining recently, and I think you guys will really, really like this, as you'll see from the current subscribers that have just joined, and you can see in the ATM chat just how well they've been doing. Anyway, let's get into the trade. So this is an example of a trade. So it's today's trade posted, and the cool thing about this is it's exactly 10:30 Eastern time, so you know when you're going to get the trade, right? So it's perfect to have these fixed time trades, because you know you're not just going to get an alert out of the blue and have to jump on your computer and try and scalp something really fast. So I've coined this 20% in 20 minutes. We'll see how that looked like in today's trade. So it came out exactly 10:30. The basic strike here, these are all 0 DTE, same with IWM, they're always 0 DTE options. The strike for this was 591 put, entry at 216, take profit at 259, stop loss at 130, and also an idea if you want to use MES. So both of these services, if you're trying to do prop firm stuff, could be useful, right? You could do the SPY ATM and use MES, or you could do IWM and use RTY or one of those features. Anyway, this one went phenomenal. I plotted the thing right here. So if we go, this was the entry around here. And this thing was a bit choppy, but it went straight up and it hit the target pretty quickly. Around about here, it was 260-ish. I think that was the target, right? 259 was the take profit. So these are finely calculated. So you can see if you entered around here, you had some time. It dipped a little bit. This is a 1 minute chart. Chopped around, dipped a little bit. You could get in earlier. Almost made the target up here. In fact, just about hit the target, pulled all the way back, and then finally came up and smashed through that target right up here. So very choppy, but a really good trade. It took what, like, let's see, it took about 20 minutes. So it took about 20 minutes, which is the average time for this trade. So it's not a scalp, it's more of a short day trade. Let's look at what the members were saying in the chat. So this is the SPY ATM chat. We also have post your profits. So see, most people did it in post your profits, I think, but let's just take a quick look at the chat here and see what people were saying. Don't know if there's anything in here. There's one at 952. He was in at 211 to 255. I'll show you the post to profits, which is much more useful in just a second. Zig price took 10% on this trade. Actually hit 20%, I think, but he was taking them fairly aggressively. So here, people entering. Again, remember, standard time is 10:30 Eastern time, 9:30 my time. People are starting to post their entries, 211, 215, 216. Let's hop over to the post your profits channel right here. And you can see 10 minutes earlier, people were starting to exit, 220 to 250. So that's what, 10%, 15%, about 15%. Solid day on ATM alerts. Red said 220 to 252. Had to close early because I'm in the middle of work. So yeah, sometimes that gets in the way. Zig price got 14.5%, which is nice. Mike got 216 to 259. Salem 212 to 255. That's a good one. That's super fire. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Wavemaster got 213 to 259. Definitely fire. Nice screenshot. I like when people put screenshots on here. Credit at close, so just a $78. 18%. So we're trying for 20% in 20 minutes. That's kind of the idea. But if it gets close, that's fair enough. More people that took the trade, 214 to 230, then 259, so they scaled. It's pretty good. Also did the futures on a prop firm account for $33 profit. That's cool. So again, if you're looking to do prop firm stuff, this might be something of interest for you. 215 to 259, 214 to 259, 220 to 259. So yeah. So damn, they don't miss. Thank you, the whole ATM staff as a whole. Yeah, so pretty much since we launched this last Tuesday, it's all been winners. So people are pretty excited. SPY ATM filled at 219, got out at 259. Thanks to SPY ATM, great trade. Texas Yeti posting a screenshot here. 217 to 259. Robert 211 to 255. Thanks Lance and Phil. Spy ATM shorted MES. That's good. So more people shorting MES, which is really good. So here we go. DD's been here for 2 days and they got 222 to 265. Phenomenal. Another screenshot here. Okay, so I think that's most of the Spy ATM now. People also start posting about the SPX0DTE channels, which are also, I mean, phenomenal. They worked perfectly well today as well. So if you see in here people starting talking about SPX0DTE, where it goes down like this, is because that's actually a winner. Here's another Spy ATM, so that's good. So it's getting more complex to show you guys kind of the results. Here's another one, 215 to 259. First day 359 to 399, and then there's some 0DTE spreads on here as well, so we kind of ignore those. People are doing well with that as well. So I think PineQ did 20 points and got 400 bucks on Spy ATM. Anyway, my point is it's a phenomenal system. That's 5 wins in a row. The track record speaks for itself. I'll leave a link in the description. Come and join us at the lowest prices. These prices will be going up very soon, so make sure you come and join us if you see this video before the prices go up. Even at higher prices, this is definitely one of the best services out there, and I'll talk to you guys soon.